In this video, we're going to look at how to properly cite your websites in Noodle Tools. Starting out on my project page, and to get into my project, I'm just going to click on my stack of books so I can go straight into my sources section. Now, I've previously located 2 websites that I could possibly cite for my project. To set up a new citation, I'm going to come to the right-hand corner here and click New Source. I will select Website and then Web Page. You'll notice Web Page is already highlighted for you at the top. From there, I can begin to look at the information I'm going to need to find. Unlike library sources such as WorldBook or Gale in Context, there is no shortcut for doing websites. Each of the boxes that we see on this page must be filled out. The information is easily found on most websites. Let's take a look at the first website I have, which is for the National Park Service. I can find the information that I need and just plug it in. Starting with the URL at the top, which is your website address, you can copy, come over to here, and paste it. The next thing we're looking for is date of publication. However, if over here this button pops up for you, Smart Import, this doesn't happen for every website, but when it does, you should click on it. It's going to locate any possible information that it can find and add it for you. You may have noticed that the date of publication was just filled in for us. Every website citation should have your most recent date of access. You'll notice a link that says today. Just click on it and it will fill in today's date. The access date is simply asking for the day that you've used this website. Next up, we're looking for an author or editor. This is something that is not available on every website, but is something you should look for. After that, we proceed down to the article title. Here, it's asking for the web page or the article title. They're not asking for the name of the website in this section. They simply want to know what page you're on or what article you're reading. Below that, they're going to ask for the name of the website. And then finally, at the very bottom, the publisher of the site. You'll see that these things have been filled out for us by the Smart Import. The California Gold Rush is our article title. The name of the website is NPS for National Park Service. And finally, the publisher of the site is the U.S. Department of the Interior. If we were to go back and look for any of this information ourselves, it would be easy to locate. You can see up here we've got the National Park Service for the name of our website. Our article title, of course, is right at the top, the California Gold Rush. As we scroll down, sometimes that publication date can be a little trickier to find. If it's not underneath the article title, simply scroll down and look towards the right-hand side. You'll often find something that says last updated. This would be your publication date, February 24th, 2020. On a government website, to find the publisher, you want to look for what department of government this is a part of. We know the website's the National Park Service, but if you look underneath that at the very bottom, you're going to find where it says the U.S. Department of the Interior. Now, because we were able to use Smart Import, all of this stuff was done for us, which made our lives quite a bit easier. Once you have all the information listed, you can now just hit your Save button, and your first citation is created. Let's do one more, this time for history.com. Again, I'm going to do new website, and then web page. And once again, we're going to be responsible for filling out all of the information in this citation. I'm going to come back here to my article. When I scroll to the top, I can find things right away. Number one, we know we need this URL, so I'm going to copy it and immediately bring it back over here and paste it. Now, right away, I'm not necessarily getting that Smart Import pop-up. It happened for the National Park Service, but didn't happen here. This isn't a big deal. We can just quickly go and find the other information we need, starting with our date of publication. Now, I'm not seeing anything right up here. I do see my article title, and I'm seeing a list of editors, history.com editors. But if I scroll down, right past the picture, I'm seeing the published date, but then the date was last updated. When you have 2 dates to pick from, you want to pick the date was last updated as the date of your publication. In this case, February 27th, 2025. I can come back here to this drop-down menu and simply select February 27th and then I will type in 2025. Again, my access date is just clicking the word today. Now, if you remember, we saw at the top that there were editors. If I go right back up here, I'm going to see history.com editors. So in this case, it's not listing an individual person, but it is listing a group of people. I can post that here in my last name or group section. Next up, we know that we're going to have to find our article title, the name of our website, and our publisher. Article title, we know, is right at the top, the California Gold Rush. I'm going to pop that right into where it says article title. My name of our website, we know, is history, but where is the publisher? Let's scroll down to the bottom. Now, I will tell you that history.com articles actually have a little cheat sheet for you. If you scroll to the very bottom, you're going to find a section that says about the author, their fact-checking policy, and then all the citation information you need. This isn't available on most websites, but for this website, it is very useful. The name of our website, as we mentioned, is here. It is History, and our publisher is here, A&E Television Networks. I'm going to copy the name of the publisher, put that into the bottom, and then just type in history for the name of the website. This made everything really quite easy for us. That doesn't always happen everywhere. You can hit save, and if this is all you need to do for your website citations, you could stop the video here. However, if you have to do an annotation for each website, you should stay tuned to hear how that is going to be done. If you need to tell your teacher why your website is reliable, you're going to do it here in this annotation text box. Start off by saying, this website is reliable because, and now of course you have to identify why. Not every website is going to be the same. In the case of history.com, if you spend a few minutes reading through the author information and the fact-checking information, some of the things that are coming out for me that would make this reliable are the fact that right here it states, all articles are regularly reviewed and updated by the history.com team. They have editors that are constantly reviewing and updating their information. In addition, they have a fact-checking policy. They have a way for people to send them any suggestions to double-check their work. These two reasons alone are giving me reasons to make this something that I would use for research. In addition, history might be something you've seen your teachers use. All of that information can be recorded here. This website is reliable because it has a fact-checking policy and a team of editors that regularly review and edit the articles. Now, if I was doing this for the National Parks Service website that we looked at, I might come back and say that this is reliable for a few reasons. One, it's a government website. You may have noticed up here that it has a .gov. This is one reason that you can automatically trust a website. In addition, the National Park Service is going to be experts at the different sites that they represent around our country. In this case, this is a national park right in California. This service and national parks is going to be experts on the topic of the California Gold Rush. And being a government website, in addition to be something that was updated and is going to be reviewed, are all reasons why you might add that. For further questions, you should check in with your teachers. Finally, I'm going to come back here and I can look and see that I've got both. Because we did our annotation, you'll see it right underneath your citation. Once you've done all of that, you are all set to continue taking notes.